All right, Central Region. Kyle and Mike asked me to give some thoughts on running effective key staff. So this is DJ Philly B coming at you from the Atlanta Delta Sky Club on the way to Front Row Dad's retreat. But I got some thoughts for you. First of all, let's get started with why key staff. And there's probably many a reason that I'm not even going to mention here, but I want to start off with the Pareto principle. Everyone kind of knows the 80-20 rule, and that is that more business will come from your limited top people in any organization. More of your results will come from the simple, decisions that you make. So to not overcomplicate key staff, I got to mention that my region manager, Dave Duran, way back in the 1900s, simply said that I asked, what was key staff? What is key staff? And it might have been my district manager, Kevin McGuire, but he said, key staff's just an extra meeting every week with your favorite people. And that's enough for me, right? That's enough for me to meet with my favorite people once a week extra. And that's for me. But on the other hand, if you think about what are the outcomes that you want, most of us have a cap, have a business plan, and we have some outcomes. And there's almost always some sort of a TLA outcome, a deployment for next year type of outcome. And key staff is like interviewing for those people, right? Key staff is where you find those people and you get that extra hour with them every single week. You're going to encourage and excite them. They're going to feel more of a bond with you. And then, of course, you have an individual relationship with every single person. So I want to mention that, your TLA and your development outcomes at the end of the summer are largely tied to the attention you pay at the early part of the summer to start your key staff and start it right. And don't forget and don't skip it and don't ever not run a good solid key staff. That's year round, but especially in the summer. I'll also mention that this is where you get your push period alliance members. Other than the very last few training classes that you run before SC2, your push period alliance is going to come from your key staff. Okay. So those are some thoughts on summer key staff. Now, how to grow it. Here's some simple metrics. Number one, in the month of May, it's 5 weeks. For some of you, it might be 4 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on when you open your office and when you start to get a little bit larger training class. But I want to make a point that those early May recruits are really awesome to get into key staff right away. So that's why the metric is 50% of the people you train in May should be on your key staff by the end of their fast start. 50% of the launches you have in the month of May should be on your key staff in at the end of their fast start. And then in June, it's at least 25, probably 40%. And I'll make a point that most of us, if you look at Quantum's, 4 weeks of recruiting in June will be more recruits than 5 weeks of recruiting in May for a lot of different reasons. That's why you might take the percentage down slightly in June, but it probably will be more additions. It'll probably be more people that join your team, join your key staff, even though it might be a smaller percentage of people. Okay, so 50% in May, 25 to 40% in the month of June. And the other part of how to grow it is that the auto texts. Okay, so in Web PDI, there's a couple things. One, auto texts, right? Auto texts are through Web PDI. We simply send a text to the people as we move new people into the training group in Web PDI, then those people are moved into Monday to Monday. And then the people after that go into either key staff invites or they go into your team on Web PDI. And again, that percentage should be immediately moved into the right group in your Web PDI, which is like your key staff invites, right? So that's really important, okay? And then also, even better than doing an auto text when they're just shoved into a group and there's a timed text on Web PDI, where you're inviting them. And that's just like a safety net. So you're going to invite them through a text on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. It's an auto text that gets sent to everybody. And then the new people are like, oh, I didn't know I was invited, right? That type of thing. That's why it's better at the end of like in the last 4 days conversation, as you're managing their second weekend of their fast start in the PDI, when you're talking to them individually, what you want to do is start inviting people towards the end of their fast start to the key staff meeting on Monday. Explain what time it is, explain what it's all about. They probably remember it. They might remember it from day one of training when you mentioned it in your welcome talk, but they need to be reminded, of course, what it is and why they're being invited. So an individual conversation with the people that you are doing your last 4 days conversation at the end of their fast start. a quick little thing is invite them to key staff. And you can even say, hey, no matter what the results are, we want to have you at the key staff meeting. Okay. If that's day 10 of their fast start, you might choose to let them go all the way and have that extra hour. I don't think it's really going to change their fast start results usually if Monday's the end of their fast start. Okay. If Sunday's the end, then we all know the answer to that. That should be fine for Monday. So again, individual conversations as well as auto text to get them invited to key staff. Now, a couple of quick pitfalls about key staff. One, thinking that nothing, oh, I'm going to say this. Yeah. Thinking, sometimes managers think that nothing is better than something. And I think you all know that conceptually, physically, spiritually, anyway, something is better than nothing. But managers sometimes think doing no key staff is better than doing something for key staff. And that's because, oh, I'm not prepared. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. So I'll skip it. Bad decision. Bad decision. So thinking nothing is better than something is a cuckoo maguku idea, says Danny Lewis. Okay. Next thing about pitfalls about key staff is inattention. Not having it in your schedule to have those conversations to bring people or invite people to your key staff. So, oh, no one came because I didn't invite anybody, so I won't run it. Bad decision. Okay. So put it in your schedule. Put it in your schedule now that on Thursdays or Fridays, you're going to have that key staff invitation / last 4 days conversation with your top fast starters. Okay. Put it in your agenda for that last 4 days conversation to invite people to key staff. Okay. And then the last pitfall I'll mention is not officially promoting people. You go to a conference and people are like, oh, we're gonna, there's promotions for key staff. So I'm gonna promote people right now, and they don't even know they're being promoted. So you should either promote them in your team meetings or have it in your schedule or in any agenda for the team meeting or the key staff meeting or whatever that you're going to promote people officially, or you're going to have a program where before every conference, people are going to know they're getting promoted to key staff so that they actually expect it and know it and they're excited that he got promoted. Okay, so those are the pitfalls. Next, 4 parts to key staff, and I'm going to give you some content, a couple of slides. But 4 parts to key staff. Number 1, in the meeting, this is the key staff meeting. Number 1, it is an intro, okay, where you explain the 3 purposes of key staff, the 3 expectations of key staff. You talk about weekly goals, phone jam signups, and you can do a triple play. So that's the intro. Promotions, promotion of the next conference, promotion of the conferences, the push periods, and then branch and district manager opportunities. So those are like the 3 or 4 things I'd be promoting: conferences, push periods, branch and district manager opportunities. So that's the second part of key staff, is promotion. And then number 3 is some form of Cutco goods. Particularly in the summer, there should be some Cutco goods. Non-summer, you might do a little more personal development, but more on the side of Cutco's teaching of closing, selling, Rex, phone, the key result areas of the job. And then finally, personal development. Teaching personal development is kind of like a wrap-up talk to every key staff meeting. So that's number 4, okay? Some pro content going into these Cutco goods and the personal development goods. Again, closing the sale, 3-set close, ultimate close, closing on cookware and flatware, closing on big like lists. I would do 2 out of every 3 teaching on closing should be something about like list and like list selling. Push promotion, also names list building, and phoning skills. And you can teach recos as well, right? As far as the personal development topics, things like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey, John C. Maxwell Laws of Leadership. Especially as you're getting towards the end of the summer, you talk about leadership and Leadership Academy. I like John C. Maxwell, Laws of Leadership. They're very simple books. You could pop out, you can probably get some Google images and things like that, as well as some download audios and things like that. And then Miracle Morning, things like that. And also time management, which is kind of right along the side of Miracle Morning. So a couple of real quick slideshow I'm going to show you, and then we'll wrap up here. Key staff, so I'll go with this. And again, the purposes of key staff, it's about FSM or FSL leadership or sales development, right? Being a better Cutco rep, right? So being good at the job, the key result areas of the job, Secondly is becoming a better human. I actually say that we're going to teach you things, time management, money management, personal management, communication skills, presentation skills, things that will matter. Sometimes we'll teach money management and things like that. And then thirdly is that it's the doorway to vector management. So these are the three purposes of Key Staff. This is the opening 5-6 slideshows of every Key Staff meeting ever run. Okay. So you have that, those are the purposes of Key Staff. Then you have the Key Staff standards. One, sales consistency, getting on the newsletter, earning promotions, being a team player. This is what we expect of our Key Staff. And going through this quickly for management, obviously I'd take more time and elaborate more. I'll also introduce triple play here. Introduce it, and then we'll do it in the meeting. Team player, PRs, helping to build the team, advertising, campus, and also field training. And lastly, attitude. Those are the three standards of things we expect from our Key Staff players. They're at Champs Club. They're on time to phone jams. When they say they be at the phone jam at 6:50, they're going to be at the phone jam at 6:50. They don't wait for us to call them for PDI. They actually call us, and it helps us save time and energy in the morning. And then moving right along, you're talking and promoting about leadership and advancement. So we talk about management positions that we're promoting assistant managers before June of 2024. We're looking for 3, 4, whatever number of assistant managers you're looking for. And then, promoting that next year, we're going to build the division, build our district, whatever your, leadership role is. And then talk about the benefits of moving into advancement as far as assistant manager leadership and what are the benefits there. And then, of course, that next year, that could be the opportunity that they could be having a team of their own. Imagine that, having a team of your own with your Key Staff, right? And then you talk about, hanging out. What the fuck? Just kidding. That's ramen. Okay. And then we talk about goals, and we have everybody do a couple things. One, they open up the Vector Impact app, and they put in their weekly demo goals by putting in their daily demo goals. So we have them click on the flag on the Web Vector Impact app so they can tell us in the app what is their demo goal for Tuesday, what's their demo goal for Wednesday, what's their demo goal for Thursday. And that way we know their demo goals in Web PDI. They tell us those numbers through Web PDI. And then we have them text our, the manager, what's their goal in sales and demos for the week, and what's their pain if they don't hit it, what's their pleasure that they're going to reward themselves with when they do. Okay, so those are the 4 things they text us, but these are the things they put in the Vector Impact app. And then moving right along, I think I have one more slide. If I can get this thing. Oh, and then again, consistency. We talked about consistency, that the ways to get on the newsletter, and there's lots of different ways, and we need more reps on the newsletter this week. We want to see you get on the newsletter this week. We want to see you get on a 2K string, a 3K string. Nice job, Johnny. Nice job, Billy. Whoever sold a lot this week. What's your goal for the new week? And let's get you on a string. Let's get you Weekend Warriors in the fall, obviously. Talk about team builder, and you can go into triple play right after this. So we talk about, last thing is phone jams, the game of phones. So the game of phones, guys, we've got 6 phone jams still ahead of us for the week. This is just ones that we know are for sure going to be happening in the office. So we want to have you come in for Champs Club. We got 4 Champs Clubs: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Champs Club. And then we have the phone jam around the team meetings / no matter what. We have a phone jam Thursday night as well, surrounding training, day 2 of training. So it's like, it's going to be happening no matter what, whenever your team event is. And of course, Thursday night is also a phone jam. So those are the basic slides of Key Staff. Okay. And so those are some thoughts. And I just got to say, guys, as we build Central Region, the best region we've ever had, it's going to take building our Key Staff and moving up and building our office count in every district, right? 2 to 4, 5, 6 managers that are part of your district next year. And if you're a branch, you're still building, and every division grows, the region grows. We have a lot of fun together, and we help a lot of people achieve their goals. So thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.